Hey guys, welcome back. Today I have another impressions video on a game that I beat recently, and that game is Binary Domain for the PlayStation 3. This is a game that it's also available for the 360 and the PC, and I got this as a gift for Valentine's Day, or rather I requested this game to have as a gift, and I'm really glad I did. And the reason why I wanted to play this game so bad is because there's a bunch of YouTubers here in the gaming community that I'm subscribed to, and that they included this game in their top of 2012 list. So this is a game that completely went under my radar, so I thought I'd give it a shot, and I'm really glad I did, because this is I have to say a really fun Gears of War clone type of game, in the sense that it's an action shooter where you cover, you cover and then you get out of your cover and you shoot the enemies, move forward, rinse and repeat pretty much. But there's something satisfying about this game that it's really hard to describe. I guess I'm going to start by briefly going over the story of the game. Really interesting story. The game takes place in, the game starts with the concept that this corporation in Japan broke the protocol of creating AI robotic, I guess robots or machines that look exactly like humans. So they broke this protocol, and because they did that, there's this security council that decides to assemble a team of or a squad, and send this squad to Japan in like a secret mission to find out why, what happened, and to, I guess, apprehend the person in charge of this corporation in Japan. So the game takes place in the future, in this like cyberpunk setting in Japan, which is really awesome. It gives the game a unique feel. And this game, by the way, is developed by Sega, by the same team that does the Yakuza games. So we're talking about people that know how to design good games. So essentially, the setting is this futuristic, almost cyberpunk Japan setting, and as I mentioned previously, it's an action shooter game with some pretty cool things. For example, it has a very Resident Evil 4 type of upgrading your weapons system, in which as you progress through the levels you can access this like shop, and you can upgrade your weapon. You can upgrade your firepower, your fire range, your reload speed, and so on. And another cool thing about this game is that as you progress, you meet new members of your squad, and you're able to set up different teams. So for example, you meet this girl from China, and she is a sniper rifle specialist. So if you add her on your squad, then she uses her sniper rifle. And then you have your friend from the US, Bo. He uses an LMG, so he's like brute force type of guy, and so forth. So and you can upgrade their weapons as well. So there's that element of not only upgrading your weapons and equipment, but also upgrading the weapons and equipment of your friends and partners in the game. Another cool thing about the game is that the bosses. This game has some pretty impressive boss fights, and the bosses are like these huge robots that usually take the shape of like an animal, like a scorpion or a spider, things like that. So it's really, some of them are really well designed, and it's just really fun shooting at them. And another thing that I want to mention is that I'm not a huge Gears of War fan. I don't own a 360, but I did play the games previously, and it's not my cup of tea. However, this game is different. There's something about this game that it's more satisfying and rewarding than Gears of War. One of the things that I like about this game is shooting the AI robots, and it's just so satisfying, because when you shoot at the enemies, you can see like the nuts and bolts of these robots just coming off and blowing up. And the game also has this very unique scoring system where if you kill a bunch of enemies in a row and if you do a headshot, then you get more points, and the more points you get, you know, you can spend them at the shop to upgrade your weapons and equipment. So it really rewards the player for, you know, chaining multiple kills in a row, or, you know, making a headshot and what have you. So, and as I mentioned, you know, a lot of the enemies are bullet sponges in this game, which in most games that'll be a negative thing, but in this game it's actually a positive thing. It's just so fun shooting at these robots and watching them fall apart. Like if you shoot them on the legs, obviously the leg, you know, falls apart and blows up and whatnot. So very addicting type of combat system. And not to mention the story. You know, the story is really fun. The story has a very nice development throughout the game, and it keeps you on the edge of your seat. Another cool thing about this game is that it's not a very long game, so it never gets repetitive. I was able to beat this game in 9 hours, I think. So, you know, in a way, it's a little bit of a short game, but it's just, in my opinion, the perfect length. And for this game, you can get it for under $20 nowadays, so it's very well, you know, worth your money and your time, in my opinion, if you're into action shooter games. So, Binary Domain, very impressive. In my opinion, one of the best single-player campaigns that I played this generation, to be honest. And I'm really glad Sega had the guts to put a game like this out. And it's unfortunate that this game didn't do well, because I would have loved to see a sequel to this game, but I don't think we're gonna get any, unfortunately. But anyways, thank you guys for watching, and make sure to give Binary Domain a shot. Really fun game. Thanks, and I'll see you all next time.